Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 20 Dortmund career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we're quickly going to look at the games that lie ahead. Up first, we're away from home to take on Frankfurt, who are currently 5th in the Bundesliga. We then take on Werder Bremen back at home in the Bundesliga. We then move into the month of October, and on the 1st of October, we play our second game in our Champions League group stage against Slavia Prague. Very excited for today's episode because at the back end of last episode, well, we've done some great things. We had a poor game, that's for sure. We come up against, let's call them, Bayer Leverkusen and got absolutely tonked by Bayer Leverkusen, but we bounced back and absolutely dominated against Barcelona for our first game in our group stage Champions League journey. We beat them 3-0, so I was very happy to be coming into today's episode on the back end of a win against Barcelona. We are going to be playing the game against Frankfurt as they are currently 5th in the Bundesliga. We're going to simulate the game against Werder Bremen. I do believe they are 7th or 8th in the Bundesliga, just slightly underneath us right now, which then means we can play the final game in today's episode, which is in the Champions League group stage against Slavia Prague. Very excited for that, and hopefully if we can do a job over them like we did against Barcelona, well, we'll be bagging all the points that we certainly need. But today's episode has got one focus, and one focus indeed, and that is fan objectives. I am so very happy to now be bringing fan objectives to this Dortmund career mode. But before we put that up on screen and go through them, because you guys give me 5 out of the 6. So thank you so much to everyone that did leave a fan objective. Thank you to everyone that used the hashtag fan objective. If you did, I'm pretty sure your fan objective or a twist on your fan objective will be included in this year's fan objectives. But first, we're going to look at the comment section. So first comment coming in from Chris Dudas Helms. We've got great episode once again, Brad. One thing though, I've been calling him Paco Alcacer. It's pronounced Paco Alcacer. So I will pronounce it as long as I remember. I'll keep trying to drill it. But when you get so used to pronouncing someone's name in a certain way, when you suddenly get told that's wrong, you've got to pronounce it a different way. It's then suddenly like, oh, I've been so used to calling them this name, I'll have to now teach myself to call them something else. So Paco Alcacer. I will try and remember it. Otherwise, I just wanted to bring up kit numbers because I haven't seen anyone bring it up in the comment section. I would like you to give Soyuncu number 4, Klosterman number 3, Enis Bardi number 24, Van der Beek number 21, and Maylen number 17. Well, thank you very much for the comment, Chris. And as we go down the comments, we will do that right now for you. So let's go. So first one is going to be, I think, Klosterman or Soyuncu. So let's take a look here. So it's going to be Soyuncu, who's currently number 3 by the looks of it. So if we change kit number, you want him to have number 4. Who is currently Lucas Klosterman, okay? So you just want me to swap these over. So Soyuncu gets number 4, fair enough. And then Klosterman will change his kit number to 3, which Soyuncu just had. So 3 is available. There we go. Next, we have Bardi and Van der Beek. So let's go down to Bardi or Van der Beek. Down the list. And it's Bardi is number 24. Bardi's already 24, so don't worry about that one, Chris. Van der Beek, 21. He's currently at 17. Change kit number. Let's see who's got 21. No. Oh. Daniel Maylen currently has it, but we're about to change Maylen to 17, so we can take that off Maylen, that's fine. And as we go down the list to Maylen, he's currently got 12. We want to change this to 17. Let's hope nobody's got it. Nobody has got it, so there we go. Daniel Maylen is now 17. So there you go, Chris. I will try and remember it's Paco Alcacer, and I've also changed the kit numbers for the players that you've just asked about. Comment from Niall Connery saying, YouTube finally show the videos for me again. Haha, nice video, bro. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, sometimes YouTube screws up. So make sure you've clicked the subscribe button. Make sure you've ding-dong the bell. There's a little notification bell. Tick that as well so you get notified and emailed when I upload a video. And also, just check the channel page Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 7 to 8 p.m. UK time. And there pretty much should be a video there. Last week I did miss one on the Wednesday, but that's because I went to the Liverpool-Napoli game. And then you guys should have seen that video on Friday just gone. Or I know you've seen that video on Friday just gone because a lot of you seem to be enjoying it. But thanks very much for the comment, Niall. I just check the channel page when you can. Bobby Joseph says, just subbed. Well, Bobby, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I'm hoping it's the Dortmund career mode that you found me through. Thank you so much. I appreciate the subscription and hopefully you're enjoying the content. And finally, a comment from Kuru the Creator. I wasn't too happy about this one, but he obviously commented while watching it. He put hashtag MassiveBrad out. I'm guessing that was after the Bayer Leverkusen game, which I did comment. Moments later, he then commented on his comment saying, oh damn, MassiveBrad in. He'd obviously just watched the Barcelona game. So yes, MassiveBrad is not trending out. We may have lost to Bayer Leverkusen, but realistically, guys, if I show you this, Bayer Leverkusen, I think, are still yet to lose a game. They're currently top, 5 played, 5 wins. So a real struggle. They've only conceded 1 goal, and that was from us. Marco Reus put that past them. They've got a goal difference of 14. So Bayer Leverkusen right now are the team to absolutely be dominating in the Bundesliga. But that is going to do it for the comments on the last episode. Guys, if you want to leave a comment on today's episode asking me anything or want me to address anything in the next episode, make sure you leave it down below. And if there's enough comments, I will certainly address it in the next episode. Moving on to my favourite, the fan objectives. And as I click my fingers, it should appear now. And you should have the fan objectives on screen right now. So you can see we have Super Mario, Roman Soldier, Academy Graduate, European Top 8, Top Striker, and Teenage Growth. Now, you guys will be reading it and going all over it and reading what's what. I will explain what's going on. On the left side of the screen, the 6 boxes, which include the Super Mario, Academy Graduate, Top Striker, Roman Soldier, European Top 8, and Teenager Growth, they are the fan objectives. The bit that's in pink and also black for the Academy Graduate is the title, and underneath is the objective, what we have to do to complete it. Over on the right side, where you can see it says fan objectives, and underneath that, forfeits and giveaways. That shows you for each fan objective, if we succeed or don't succeed, then this is what we have to do. So I'll explain it as we go through one by one, guys. So we'll go with Super Mario in the top left first. Score 10 goals and assists with Mario Goethe. Now, this came from one of you guys, but it wasn't called Super Mario. I called it Super Mario instead because I think 10 goals and assists, so not just 10 goals or assists, it's 10 goals and 10 assists with Mario Goethe is a great one. Now, if you look over to the right side on the forfeits and giveaways, you can see the top bullet point is Super Mario. And that is, if we don't get 10 goals and assists with Super Mario, I have to eat an entire barrel of toxic waste. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do, guys. I'll cut this out for you. I'm going to go and grab some of the things that I have to do here because there's a few little forfeits that I have to do. I will go and grab these items so you guys can see exactly what they are. Just bear with me for one moment. And by the magic of editing, I'm now back with the toxic waste. So I'll show you guys on camera. This is what toxic waste is. We have toxic waste, nuclear fusion, and we have the standard toxic waste. Now, what this is it's a hazardous sour candy. And trust me, guys, this is sour ridiculously. Now, it says on it, let's have a little read of this. Consuming more than one piece at a time may cause irritation to the mouth. Sensitive individuals should not consume this product. Well, a few years back, or I should say a lot of years back, when I was a teenager, I ate 4 of these. I put 4 of the sweets on my tongue and ate them. And my tongue bled. Now, to me, I'm okay with hot food. I'm okay with sour sweets. It's just it's sensitive to the tongue and unfortunately makes the taste buds bleed. Now, they also mess with your stomach because they're a sour sweet. So what I would do is I would put the whole pack, so it's a full pack. You can see there all the sweets. But just empty them out. You can see this is how they are. Just little tiny sweets. I would take them all out and I'll put them all in my mouth and hold them there for 3 minutes. Now, I will move them around my mouth. I will bite down on them, but I'm not going to swallow them because that could be pretty stupid. And I don't advise you guys to do this. It's a little bit of fun. It's a forfeit. So we'll just go with it, okay, guys? Don't do it at home. It's just a little bit of fun. Moving on, so we'll move across the top row first. We've done Super Mario. We know what we have to do there. I'm not going to look at where Mario Goethe is right now, whether he's got any goals or assists. We'll leave that. And what I'll plan to do is, this is going to be episode 5. So every 5 episodes, we'll re-look over the fan objectives. So you guys will see an updated fan objectives in episode 10, then episode 15, and then episode 20, and so on. Every 5 episodes, we'll do an update. Moving over from Super Mario to the middle with Academy Graduate. Play Reus or Goethe in every game of the Bundesliga, which means we have to play at least Marco Reus or Mario Goethe in every single Bundesliga game. We have to. If we don't, and we come over to the forfeit/giveaway, the forfeit for Academy Graduate is swap our right midfielder Jadon Sancho for Kevin Grosskreutz in a direct swap. Now, I've looked over Kevin Grosskreutz, and he was a massive Dortmund player. He was a legend at the club and played for the club for many, many years and was a great player. He's now really old. I think he's 33 or 34. So we would have to swap Jadon Sancho for him in a straight deal. No money. They're going to accept it because they're getting Jadon Sancho. But that's the punishment we have to do if we don't succeed with the academy graduate. Moving on to the top striker. Now, this was another one brought up by one of you guys. All of these at the moment have been brought up by you guys, but I've changed what they're actually called. So it wasn't called top striker. I've named it top striker. And that is score 25 goals in all competitions with Paco Alcácer. Now, this was originally 30 goals, but because of the forfeit that I have to do, I made it 25 because with us now bringing in Maylen, doesn't always mean that Paco Alcácer is going to be playing. So I don't want to make it too difficult for me. And I still think 25 goals for a striker in one season is pretty decent. But if we go over now to the forfeit and the giveaway, top striker, I have to, if I don't score 25 goals with Paco Alcácer, are you scoring Paco Alcácer? Yeah, Alcácer, that's it. I have to sing Glory, Glory. You guys can probably guess what it is. I've actually starred out because I don't want to say it. But it's a team in the Premier League. A team with United after their name. And I'm sure you guys can guess who it is. And their song that they sing is Glory, Glory, And as a Liverpool fan, that's a song I certainly don't want to be singing. But if I don't succeed with scoring 25 goals with Paco Alcácer, then I have to. Moving now down to the bottom left under Super Mario, we have Roman Soldier. This came from one of you guys once again, but I called it Roman Soldier because our keeper is Roman Berkey. And what we have to do with this is keep 25 plus clean sheets in all competitions with Roman Berkey. If we jump over to the forfeits and giveaways, if we don't succeed with that, I have to give away a hoodie from my clothing brand. Now, I've never really brought my clothing brand to YouTube. I've never really mentioned it. A lot of you guys will notice, though, that I tend to wear it a lot. I've been spotted on Sky Sports wearing it when I'm at the Liverpool game. I've been spotted by BT. If you guys haven't watched the latest Liverpool-Napoli vlog, go and check that out. I was spotted on TV. And this is my clothing line. And I haven't launched it for anyone on YouTube yet. It's something I'm eventually going to look to do. But if I don't succeed with Roman Soldier, you guys will get a hoodie in any colour, any size, sent anywhere in the world if we don't succeed and keep 25 plus clean sheets with Roman Berkey. Moving now to the middle at the bottom, we got European top 8. I do remember this one was from Lee, and that is reach at least the quarterfinals of the Champions League, meaning the last 8 in the Champions League. If we don't do that, we have to eat something called a Carolina Reaper. Now, I originally bought these because if with the charity 24-hour charity live stream I've done, if we hit £5,000, I would eat one of these. We didn't, and I've now got these chilies sat in the kitchen, and I've got to find something to do with them. So if we don't get to at least the quarterfinals, I will eat one of these in an episode. Now, to explain to you guys how hot these are, right? You can't, or you shouldn't, it recommends you don't touch the chili with your skin. You need to use a glove or a fork and eat it. Now, they're dried out, so they're going to be pretty dry and probably not very nice. But if you guys know what a jalapeno is, some of you might see it as jalapeno, but I pronounce it jalapeno. You can get them in your Subway and restaurants and stuff like that. A jalapeno chili is around 5,000 on the Scovilles. That's the scale. Scovilles is how they, like in cars, they say miles per hour or kilometers per hour. That's how you measure the speed. With chilies and hot food, it's called Scovilles. Now, a jalapeno is around 5,000 to 8,000, okay? This here is 2.3 million on the Scovilles. So if you have a jalapeno, if you've ever been out and had a hot chili or a hot meal or like a hot curry, they're normally anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 on the Scovilles. This is 2.3 million. This is stupid. This is dangerous. But if I don't get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, you guys will watch live here me eat one of them. And that is something I don't want to be doing. Moving on to the final one, which is teenage growth. And that is grow a youth academy player by 8 and play them in at least 5 games. That is for this first season, guys. So we have to bring a youth player in from the youth academy, grow them by at least plus 8 ratings, and play them in at least 5 games as a sub or as a starter. If we don't succeed with this, if you look down the bottom, the last bullet point on the fan objectives is I have to give away a t-shirt and a bag from my clothing brand. So exactly the same logo, but it'll be on a string bag or a backpack and also on a t-shirt and I will send that out to you guys. Now, as a glimpse, we've already been recording here now for 16 minutes, so we need to start hurrying this up. We need to start playing some games. We've covered the fan objectives. They're still going to be on screen for you guys now. So we have Super Mario, Academy Graduate, Top Striker, Roman Soldier, European Top 8, and Teenager Growth. Now, guys, I'll be doing fan objectives in the Liverpool Career Mode Season 2, and I'll also be doing a second season at Dortmund, where we will also include a Season 2 of fan objectives. So in the future, when I start talking about fan objectives, and I tell you guys to use the hashtag, there's no point in doing it now, but in the future, when we're coming to the end of Season 1, at Liverpool and the end of Season 1 at Dortmund, when I say to you guys, start using the hashtag fan objectives, give me some ideas, make sure you do, because next season, your fan objective and forfeit/giveaway could be included in the very next season. But now on with the game. So up first, we have Frankfurt, who are currently sat in 5th position in the Bundesliga, 2 points ahead of ourselves. I am excited for this game, and we're just going to jump straight into it. I hate the fact that articles no sign of Seonju. We keep getting asking stupid questions about players that we've brought in, but aren't high enough rating right now to actually be played in the team. Now, I just want to mention as well as we're going through this now, guys, is the teenage growth, or growth, should I say, we have to bring in a youth academy player. Because we've already spent a bit of time at the start of today's episode actually going over the fan objectives, I'm going to look to bring a youth or start a youth academy in the next episode. That's something we'll look at in the next episode. We can hire a scout, decide what position. So if you guys have a position that you think, you know what, bro, we should get a youth player to play there, whether it's a striker, midfielder, defender, goalkeeper, you guys let me know what position you think we should bring a youth player into. Let me know down below in the comment section, and then we'll look over that in the next episode, and then we'll sign up a scout for our youth academy. But there is the starting 11 we are putting out against Frankfurt. We've got Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position. A little behind him, we've got Marco Reus in the central attacking midfield. Then Julian Brandt, Delaney, Witzel and Hazard in the midfield. Schultz, Hummels, Akanji and Klosterman at the back, with Berkey between the sticks. Can we get a clean sheet for Berkey? Can we get a goal for Paco Alcacer? Can Mario Götze come onto the pitch and find a goal or assist? Let's get into today's episode and find out. Well, I haven't played FIFA in a good 5 or 6 days, so I like the fact that FIFA's like riding a bike. You never forget how to play, but sometimes a couple of days away really changes the way that you play, and remembering how players play, which players will make the good runs and whatnot. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but when we go into the Liverpool versus Napoli game last week in the Champions League, I had a busy schedule. Unfortunately, didn't get down to sit and play FIFA, but as Frankfurt do get us kicked off in this first half period, let's get it underway. And that's a great interception to start with. He's going to play it in now. He's going to play it in. Let's go, Delaney. Let's get a cross, son. Delaney's been done there. Let's go, Klosterman. I've missed him. He's going to get a shot off. Great save from Berkey. Ball coming in. Let's deal with that. Nicely done, Julian Brandt. Out to Marco Reus, who's going to look at pushing on now. Here goes Marco Reus. And I really want Paco Alcacer to go here. Let's think whatever the tap. Paco Alcacer trying to get forward. Fernando has brought that ball down lovely. Let's keep the pressure on here from Alcacer. Let's take it off, and nicely done. He's won the ball. Paco Alcacer! Yes, it's 1-0. Paco Alcacer makes it 1-0 in the 18th minute. Beautiful. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. I keep saying how we used to say it, which I think I pronounced it Paco Alcacer. Now I need to call him Paco Alcacer. Alcacer. If I keep drilling that into my head, I'll get there. But regardless, it's his 3rd goal in the Bundesliga. We're 1-0 up in the 19th minute. That's a great start against Frankfurt. Hummels going to win that one. Marco Reus round to Alcacer. Alcacer going to turn and play it through there to Julian Brandt. That's a beautiful ball in behind. Julian Brandt could be gone here. Here comes Julian Brandt. Little dink in towards the back post, looking for Marco Reus in the middle. It's just over the ball. Nicely done there from the black and yellows. We played well and getting forwards. Reus. Witzel into Reus. Reus has got Witzel going through again there. We're going to go to Alcacer instead. Oh, it was close. I meant to go for Witzel, to be honest. Witzel made a lovely run through there. It fell to Alcacer, and I just put my laces through it. It rockets the outside of the post and out for an unfortunate goal kick. There's Alcacer. Through now to Marco Reus. Marco Reus going to put one over that far side now for no goal. Schultz to come forward. Schultz through and goal. What a goal! What a stunning goal from Nico Schultz. That was a rocket on his left foot. Absolutely outstanding. I only had one idea there. It's a great ball from Marco Reus, who just flicks it over the Frankfurt defenders. And once I got a good enough angle, and I seen the keeper at the near post, well, if I hit this on the outside of the boot, bend it in towards that top right corner, we could score a sublime goal. And we did just that. Nico Schultz makes it 2-0 right before half-time. What a start to this first half. Nicely done. We're going to win that ball. There's Delaney to Julian Brandt, and I'm pretty sure the referee's going to blow for half-time. He does. And we're going in with a 2-0 lead. So I think especially ending the last episode on a 3-0 victory over Barcelona has really given us the passion and energy and the positive vibes of coming into this game and looking for a win. We've had 4 shots, 2 on target, both of them ending up in the back of the net. Frankfurt having 1 shot and it was on target, but we're really dealing nicely defensively with Eintracht Frankfurt right now. We're playing very well being 2-0 up, so I'm happy to jump back into the second half of Alcésar kicking us off in the second half period. Let's get it on the way. Back in now to Paco, who's going to turn his man, hopefully, and play it up now to Marco Reus. Beautiful. I'm going to wait for Witsel there. Witsel through and goal. Hits it first time. It's a great save from Kevin Trapp. And a stunning shot from Axel Witsel. Come on, get across Witsel. Well done, Witsel. Keep going, son. No, we're going to lose it. I'm going to be played into Bastos, who's going to find the back of the net. 2-1. Poor defending there, that's all I can say. And we don't keep a clean sheet. So we don't get to tick one off for the Roman soldier of Roman Berkey, keeping 25 plus clean sheets. He's not going to keep one in this game. Unbelievable. Down to 10 men. We need to find a third now if we want to secure this. Ball coming in, and it's well over. Well, we've got 11 minutes here to either hang on or try and go for this. I'm going to try and go for it. I feel like we've definitely got another one in the tank. Oh, nicely done. Let's win that ball. Let's go. Play it over now. Little dink over the top now, looking for Mario Götze. It's a great ball through. How we haven't scored from that, I really don't know. It's Hazard. Keep going, keep fighting, lads. I have no idea how we didn't score from that. Into Julian Brandt. Julian Brandt going to try and hold this ball. He's going to lose it to Da Costa, and that's a problem. So many men coming forwards now. This is going to be a problem. Ball into Da Costa. Akanji gets across. Well done. Well done. Hummel's going to come back now. And there we go. It's over.
And there it is, the final whistle.
Well, that was panic. That was panic. We cannot be slipping up at 2-0. It's probably because I was too focused on saying his name. Paco Alcácer. Alcácer. It's a great interception there from Paco. And he just buries it. Beautiful. He also hit the post. He could have had 2. But we do manage to beat Eintracht Frankfurt 2-1, which I will take that. It wasn't an easy game. They certainly upped their game in the second half. Although I felt we did 9 shots, 7 on target. To only score 2, I'd expect 3 or 4 with 7 shots on target. But regardless, we put up a good fight. At the end, it was very scrappy. It was a great interception from either Akanji or Hummels to then just play the ball out and wait for the referee to blow his whistle. Let's see what the media have to say in this post-match interview. Come on, fire away. Let's see what he has to say. Why didn't Soyuncu get a chance to make his debut? I've told you, he's not ready yet. He needs time to adjust. I mean, when I've got a Kanji and I've also got my Hummels, how's he going to get ahead of them two? He's going to be in rotated games. Regrettably, Delaney was suspended after today's match. How will this impact your squad? Yeah, it was my own fault. It was a vicious tackle when I looked at the replay, but yeah, it won't be easy, to be honest. He is a key player. He's been solid for us on number 6, Delaney, but unfortunately we won't have him for the next game, but we'll deal with it. You won, but Eintracht Frankfurt managed to close the gap and cause you a late scare. They did. It's a good lesson. It's a good lesson to show that we hung on, which is exactly what we said. We dug deep and we kept the ball, which is exactly what we need to be doing. No problem. You're very welcome. And up next, we have Werder Bremen back at home. And I do believe, with us only have played 5 games on 10 points, Eintracht Frankfurt have currently played 6 games on 12 points, sat in 4th position. Depending on what Mainz do, as long as we get the win over Werder Bremen, we could potentially move into a top 4 position for Champions League next season. But we are now going to attend the press conference. Then I'll show you guys the lineup. And then hopefully we'll continue our winning ways in the simulated game against Werder Bremen. Here we go. What do we have to say here? After Seonju's acquisition from Leicester, fans are eagerly awaiting to see him grace the field. Will he make his debut against Werder Bremen? No. He needs time to adjust. He'll prove the time isn't right. He needs time to adjust. You know, I've got Hummels and Akanji. Hummels is like 87. Akanji's like 82 or 83. Seonju's 79. I'm not going to play a lesser player right now. It's not been the greatest start to the season so far, and challenging for the title looks to be difficult. Arsenal, do you have quality? I mean, we've played like 5 games in the Bundesliga. What a stupid question. We'll just go over, of course. It's a very stupid question, in my opinion. 5 games in, I mean, it means nothing. Is there a specific strategy that you'll propose for the match against Werder Bremen, given the context of them being perceived a less skillful team? Yeah, everyone will give it their 100%. That's what I want everyone to do. Get out there, give 100%, and hopefully we'll get the win. Now, regarding the team, there has been 2 changes, of course. We've had to bring Julian Weigl in the central midfield role because, unfortunately, Delaney was out because, of course, of a red card. And I've also now brought Jadon Sancho back into the right mid position over Torgan Hazard. Simply just keep it rotated so we can make sure they both get a fair shot. We're going with Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position. Marco Reus a little behind in the central attack and midfield. Then Julian Brandt, Weigl, Witzel and Sancho in the midfield. Schultz, Hummels, Akanji and Klosterman at the back with Berkey between the sticks. I will get the hang of saying Paco Alcacer. I will. But let's go ahead and get the lads warmed up. Can we get a win over Werder Bremen? It's a draw. And shockingly, normally the feed on the right is full. This time there is 6 things that happened. Selassie gets a yellow card in the 20th minute for Werder Bremen. Marco Reus misses a penalty in the 37th, which is no good. Just after half-time, we were brought on Melen for Alcacer. I will get there. Fulkrug come on for Bartels for Werder Bremen in the 47th. Hummels then scored for us in the 54th. And then they scored a penalty from Fulkrug, unfortunately, who came on in the 47th minute. They scored a penalty in the 55th. So we draw against Werder Bremen at home. Not the best of results. Hopefully it hasn't knocked the confidence, because up next we have a game in the Champions League against Slavia Prague, and we cannot afford to drop points after we just come off the back-end Champions League game of beating Barcelona 3-0. And here we are for the final game in today's episode. It's a Champions League game in our group stage against Slavia Prague. Now, we started off our Champions League group stage absolutely spectacular by beating Barcelona 3-0 and bagging those very important 3 points. I'm hoping we can continue that up next against Slavia Prague. But we'll get into the press conference, see what the media have to say, look over the team, and then hopefully bag another 3 points in our Champions League group stage. Here we go. Ready for this? Champions League Slavia Prague versus Borussia Dortmund. After Sonju's acquisition, we've heard this all before. He'll prove he's the right man. I think Soyuncu might be playing for this first game. I think he might be playing against Slavia Prague. Let's see. Delaney's in good form. Will we see more of him today? I think Delaney is back in to the team. I do believe he was out from the last one with an unfortunate red card, but I think I have put him back into today's starting 11. Can your team continue their UEFA Champions League campaign with another win? Yes, we can. Of course we can. Always looking to think positively, exactly like we've just said. And yeah, we're confident we should get the win. If we can beat Barcelona, we should be able to beat Slavia Prague. Please, green screen, stop falling for me. Thank you. Now, let's take on Slavia Prague and hopefully bag those 3 important points. I'm a little bit confused as to who have actually started in the starting 11, so we'll take a little look. Soyuncu is starting, and so is Thomas Delaney, but we are going with Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position. A little deeper, we've got Marco Reus in the central attacking midfield. Guerrero, Delaney, Bardi for his first start in a Dortmund kit, and Sancho through the midfield. Hakimi, Soyuncu, Zagadou and Piszczek at the back, with Berkey between the sticks. Let's get into this game at the Stadium Municipal and hopefully be bagging those 3 important points. Come on, here we go. Another Champions League midweek game. A late kick-off. We need to get the win here, because the good thing about the Champions League group stage is we beat Barcelona. If we beat this team now, and then we beat Inter Milan. We win the first 3 games. We're on 9 points. As long as we get a win from our last 3 where we play other teams again, Slavia Prague, Barcelona, Inter Milan, we played them all again. As long as we beat one of them, we can then simulate the rest of those games because we will be guaranteed going through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. So a win here today is important, and then a win against Inter Milan in the next episode also very important, and then we can start to relax a little bit with the Champions League. But it is going to be Slavia Prague to get us kicked off in this first half period. Let's get it on the way. Go on, let's go. Let's put him in. Then here goes Guerrero. He's in behind. Beautiful run. Guerrero throwing goal. Tried to get a shot off. That was a cracking slide tackle by the defender there. Stopped us having a shot off a goal. Walker Royce laying it off to Delaney. Going to go out wide to Guerrero. Who's going to whip a nice ball in. Looking for Sancho in the middle. He gets his head to it. But it's an easy save for Kolar. Not going to get the better of these Slavia Prague defenders. We're trying though. And as the keeper looks to kick it out, the referee is going to blow for half time. 0-0. Struggled in that first half without a doubt. But what I am excited for is we have the likes right now of Marco Reus and Paco Alcacer, who is knackering and tiring out these defenders. And when we then bring in potentially Van der Beek and also Malen, they're going to be in serious trouble. So I'm happy to keep running out Paco and Marco Reus right now. Keep the pressure on these defenders, and when they're eventually tired, I'm sure Malen will exploit the slow defenders, and we will find that very important goal. Malen is going to be my secret weapon. Okay, he's cut it back. We've got to be careful here now. They're going to come to the edge of the box. Sionju with a great block there. Let's go, Enes Bardi. I want to see more from you. Go on, Bardi. Over the top now to Sancho. Beautiful ball. Sancho going to try and bring this down. We're going to try and play it through now to Alcacer, who's going to turn his man. Alcacer trying to get into the box. Going to cut this back. Alcacer into Sancho. Rolls his man. Sancho gets a shot off. Going to follow it overhead there. Come on. Oh, that was unlucky. Just not going to get too much on it, and unfortunately they're going to come away with a ball now. Let's slide in there. We've missed it, and that is a cracking ball. We're not going to get an offside here. Sionju's really got to be careful here. Sionju, ball through.
We wondered if a goal was forthcoming, but it has arrived now.
Well, finally the deadlock has been broken. Not long to go now. How will that affect the opposition?
I actually can't believe that's just happened.
In this replay, you're going to see a 2-1
I had to pull Sionju across to try and get it, and he just sweated it across. If we can get a point out of this, I'll be happy. Here's Traore now, ball coming in. Delaney's on it. Sionju was on that one. Referee, have a word here. What is going on? Ball into the middle.
And this time, it's in.
How?
Let's have a look at that again. The keeper thinks he's done enough, but he hasn't. It's just gone past him. He does get
What are you doing, Sionju? Clear the ball. What are you doing, Berkey? The ball comes in. Close your legs, man. We're 2-0 down here.
It's going their way. 2-0.
With a few minutes to go. Just not quick enough. Ball now going to come in. Sionju's going to get there. Come on, Delaney. What are you doing? Berkey with a great save. Get rid of it, Zagadou.
And so they
Ah!
one step forward last time. It's one step back on this occasion. What does it mean for their chances of qualifying for the knockout stages, Lee?
Well, you have to say that's complacent. You really do. After a fabulous start in game one, back to the drawing board for the coaches.
That's frustrating, really, because I don't believe on stat-wise these should have done anything. I felt like we absolutely smashed them. I mean, a miss from Piszczek, the goal from Sukek and Tessel. And what were the stats like? Oh, look at that. They had 6 shots, all 6 on target. We had 7 shots, 5 on target, and didn't manage to put 1 in the back of the net. Was our best player Sionju with a 7.2? Surely not. Wow, it was. Wow, it actually was. Sionju 7.2 and Delaney 7.2. That's how bad we played. I mean, let me have a little look. I'm curious as to what their keeper got. A 7.4. Their front 3 smashed it. The left wing scored, the striker scored, and the right winger got assists. 2 assists. Olienka. Well, that was frustrating. Barcelona beat Inter Milan 1-0. Meaning this really opens up the group stage now. Sergio has put in a great performance for this. Are you joking? He gave away a goal. His clearance was terrible. He was great in other aspects. He made some great tackles and blocks. He can offer us more, though, yeah. He gave a goal away. He spewed the ball out. Delaying his continuous hot run. I don't feel like anyone played well, to be honest. I don't feel like anyone played well. Well, at this point, result what went wrong. Yeah, we were unlucky. I mean, we had similar stats, but they managed to score 2 from their 6 shots on target. We scored none from our 5 on target, so
No further questions.
not much we can say there, really, but a disappointing end to today's episode, that is for sure. But we're bottom now. We all have 3 points. Barcelona top after they beat Inter Milan. Inter Milan lost, but beat Slavia Prague, and we, of course, beat Barcelona. Slavia Prague just beat us, so we all have 1 win and 1 loss. Our next game is in the next episode against Inter Milan. It's a must-win. Slavia Prague, to be honest, was a must-win. The group is really open now. After 2 games, we may have to play every Champions League game in the group stages to get through, because even if we beat Inter Milan, Barcelona are probably going to beat Slavia Prague, putting us and Barcelona up to 6 points after 3 games. Then we have to play everyone again. And that's the issue. Our next game after Inter Milan is Barcelona. We have to get a win against Barcelona again. And I'm pretty sure the manager's going to have changed a lot up from the last time we played them, because, well, we beat them 3-0. We absolutely dominated against them. And, well, they need to change something up. We are, unfortunately, ending today's episode still out of the top 6. Only by a point. And I'm guessing, are they still Bayern never losing? They are still Bayern never losing. 6 played, 6 wins, and they are still yet to concede another goal. They've scored 20 and conceded 1, and that 1, of course, come from us. So nobody can score against Bayer Leverkusen right now. Wolfsburg up in 2nd, Bayern in 3rd, Frankfurt, who we beat, in 4th, RB Leipzig in 5th, FSV Mainz in 6th, and us down in 7th. I mean, there's already 7 points between us and Bayer Leverkusen, which shows that they're really starting to push on, and they want to take this league hitting the ground running realistically. This is unfortunately something that EA have done. It was so unrealistic with, you know, the likes of, you'd see Bayern Munich getting relegated, Dortmund, City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG. You'd see these teams getting relegated because of the way simulated games worked. Then they changed it up, and now, like, a team can go all season without losing a single game. And is that going to be in this save? Are we going to have Bayern never losing, winning every single game at the end of the season and not drawing or losing any? Unfortunately, if it happens, but we're not going to be able to win the league. But we're certainly going to keep fighting on. We're certainly going to keep trying. And hopefully when we come back in the next episode, we'll win some more games and have a lot more positive attitude towards it. But in the next episode, we've got Freiburg away from home. We then have Borussia Mönchengladbach at home, and then Inter Milan in the group stage of the Champions League. Now, of course, for games like Freiburg and Borussia Mönchengladbach, we'll simply see who's higher up in the league. I'm thinking it should be Borussia Mönchengladbach, realistically. Freiburg and Mönchengladbach are on 8 points and 6 points, down in 11th and 12th. So, realistically, they're about the same. Freiburg have won 2, Mönchengladbach have won 1. Freiburg have drew 2, Mönchengladbach drew 3, and then they've both lost 2. So they're both pretty similar. The only difference right now is it seems to be easier to score goals against Freiburg, as they've conceded 10 goals, whereas Borussia Mönchengladbach have only conceded 7. So I think we might simulate the game against Freiburg, play Borussia and Mönchengladbach, and then, of course, play Inter Milan in the Champions League group stage. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been MassiveBrad. Peace out.